New on AM Extra this morning. Right now in Oregon and in the Pacific Northwest, there are clues to solving multiple murders, possibly linked to a serial killer that could be hiding near a hiking trail near you.
Yeah, it's wild to think about. The suspect, serial killer Israel Keyes, admitted to murdering at least 3 people, 2 in Vermont, 1 in Alaska. He's believed to be involved in many more cases. Officials say he used these kill kits to target his victims, hiding them near trails. However, he never faced trial for any other potential victims and died by suicide in prison several years ago. Joshua Ash and Dakota Williams have been on his trail for years. Both are co-hosts of the Somewhere in the Pines podcast, dedicated to finding more of these kits and researching this case. Thank you guys for joining us.
Hi, thank you so much.
So give us a little backstory here on this man, on Israel Keyes, and what first got you looking into this case.
Well, he was based out of so many states, but mainly Washington State and Alaska, which is obviously we're from Oregon, so it was very close to home. And Josh and I spent a lot of time outdoors. So we thought that we had a good chance of going and uncovering some new evidence to bring to the FBI.
Which you have done. Really exciting stuff you were able to reveal to your listeners just this week. You have actually been able to present some pretty interesting evidence to the FBI. Josh, tell us about some of these new findings.
Yeah, we were able to connect a tip through working with another podcast, True Crime BS. We've been able to speak with the FBI, Special Agent Ted Hulla, and we gave him a tip that they found was connected to a map that they had on Israel's computer in Laplace, Louisiana. So he was able to show us that map, which was really exciting because it had a grid all over it. So it's new information, new evidence there as well. But yeah, it's the first cache that they've been able to connect to him in the last 12 years since his suicide.
We're talking about kill kits in just the name, you know, it perks the ears up. I mean, anyone who has listened to a true crime podcast, watched a true crime show, you can like imagine what you think would be in it. Mm-hmm. What are in these kill kits, and was there anything that maybe you guys found surprising?
The kill kits were caches that were placed in locations years in advance of a crime. And so what's inside of these is materials for abduction and murder. And we think that we are going to be able to find evidence that will connect his unknown victims to Israel Keyes.
Oh my gosh.
So it's a little bit of a morbid treasure hunt and everything that's out there is either something that the public can find or something that we can find. They're not far into the woods. They're not something they're very convenient. They're right off the road. They're right off a parking lot. They're right by a boat ramp. So these are things that we can find and bring this evidence in.
Wow. Okay. So, and the photos we were just showing for some clarification for our viewers here, those were FBI evidence photos from some caches that were discovered in New York State a few years ago, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong, producers, but yeah, so that was from New York State. Some other possible caches that they believed to be putting together in all of this. They don't look like anything necessarily out of the ordinary.
Yeah, my question is, how do you know it's not just someone's junk?
That's definitely the hardest part. We have found a lot of trash out in the woods, and I think the one thing that we've realized is that a lot of his buckets, he usually used Home Depot buckets with a sealable lid. So if you find a Home Depot bucket that's hidden out in the middle of the woods under rocks or under trash, just call the authorities right away, because we don't want anybody to open them and contaminate any evidence that the FBI could potentially use to connect to a victim.
Okay, that's a good point. Yeah, don't go digging through it yourself. But if something looks out of place, if you see something and think, gosh, that's odd, you want to let them know, you want to say something. So we're looking at some videos here right now of some of your explorations here in the Northwest, some of your investigations. You've got some more information coming. So tell folks what else is in the pipeline and where they can follow along.
Yeah, on October 19th, we're going to be releasing another piece of huge evidence that the FBI presented to us. We're going to do that at a live event in Massachusetts at the Berkshire Podcast Festival. It's going to be very, very big. So if you want to be there, there are still tickets available, and we'll see you there.
Guys, it's pretty incredible. You know, the true crime genre has grown so much in recent years, but the two of you are working with the FBI and potentially, you know, cracking more of the cases that could be associated with the serial killer. How does that feel? Did you ever anticipate to be here when you first started this podcast?
It's very surreal, and I would hesitate to say we're working with the FBI. I think the FBI is working with us to, you know, like helping us in any way that they can. We're not law enforcement, and so there's some limitations to that. But it's incredible. I think that the FBI is very engaged in this case still, even though that it's been over a decade since Israel's suicide. So it's really exciting.
Well, I mean, congratulations on the success of your podcast. And also, I mean, I'm just amazed by the work you guys could do. It just goes to show any of us can do the work to make actionable change. So again, thank you both so much for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
And if you want to follow along, Somewhere in the Pines is the podcast. You can listen to all of the available episodes wherever you find your favorite podcasts, on Apple Music and on Spotify. You can also check out somewhereinthepines.com for more details on the latest evidence that they've been working with the FBI on and what's to come next month. Well, coming up, you know,